Robert was a single father who worked tirelessly to raise his daughter, Sarah. From the early hours of the morning until late at night, Robert juggled multiple jobs to ensure Sarah had everything she needed. Despite his exhaustion, he always made time for her, attending school events and helping with homework. As Sarah grew older, she began to take her father's sacrifices for granted. She became absorbed in her own life, focusing on her friends and social activities. She often dismissed her father's efforts, complaining about the things she didn't have rather than appreciating what he provided. Robert's heart ached, but he continued to work hard, hoping that one day Sarah would understand. Years passed, and Sarah moved away for college. She rarely called or visited, too caught up in her new life to remember the man who had given everything for her. Robert's health began to decline, but he never let on, not wanting to burden his daughter. Whenever Robert called Sarah, asking her to go back to spend some time with him, she'll always give him an excuse, saying she was too busy with her schedule. Robert was feeling lonely every day. He also missed his daughter, and he was very sad, thinking Sarah had distanced herself from him. Days turned into months. Robert's health was in bad condition. He was feeling weaker every day. All he could think of was Sarah coming home to him. One day, Sarah received a call that changed everything. Her father had passed away. Overwhelmed with guilt and regret, Sarah returned home for the funeral. As she sorted through her father's belongings, she found letters he had written to her, expressing his love and pride despite her ingratitude. She realized how much he had sacrificed and how ungrateful she had been. Sarah's heart was heavy with remorse. She wished she could turn back time and show her father the appreciation he deserved. In the end, she regretted her decision because she was not spending more quality time with her father.
John was a single dad who dedicated his life to raising his daughter, Abby, me, from dawn till dusk. My dad toiled in the fields, doing whatever it took to provide me. Despite the hardships, he always wore a smile, hiding his exhaustion behind a mask of love and determination. Whatever I wanted, he would buy it for me without asking me too many questions. I grew up watching my dad's relentless efforts. I saw him come home late, his hands calloused and his body weary, yet he never complained. Instead, he would sit with me, helping with homework, sharing stories, and making sure I felt loved and supported. Most of the time, I would throw tantrums if he failed to buy me the things I liked. So despite his hardships, he forced himself to use some of his savings to buy me the things I wanted. Soon, I started to realize that my dad was not eating properly. He skipped his meals. He would let me have his food without feeling upset. I was young and did not understand why he had to do that. Years passed, and I blossomed into a bright and compassionate young woman. I pursued my dreams, always carrying with me the lessons of perseverance and resilience my dad had taught me. But one day, Dad fell ill. Despite his strength, the illness took its toll, and he passed away, leaving me heartbroken. I missed my dad terribly. I missed his laughter, his wisdom, and most of all, his unwavering support. As I navigated through life, I often found myself reflecting on the sacrifices he made. I remembered the nights he stayed up late to ensure I had everything I needed, the mornings he woke up early to work extra hours, and the countless times he put my needs above his own. In my heart, I knew that my dad's legacy lived on through me. I carried his spirit of hard work and dedication in everything I did. I realized that the greatest lesson he had taught me was not just about working hard, but about the power of love and selflessness. Even though I grew up successful today, I missed my dad every day. I will never forget all the sacrifices he had made, and he had given everything for my happiness.